For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the
Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Houston. This is my 1979 Mercury Zephyr 4-door, small block Ford, twin turbo. And today, it is close to the end of the season, as in, it is the end of the season. It snowed last night, night before, it's cold, and the only way that you can get anything going for us, I'm from Southern West Virginia, is you got to go south. I have got a goal for this car. With the current setup, I want to go make a 4-second pass. It has plenty of power to do it. We've been struggling, we've been fighting things. I'm not the smartest. I am not the best tuner in the world per se, but we've also put it on. Just had a kayak chair fall down on top of me. Anyways, we have had, some things that have bit us, ever since War in the Woods. We had a trans brake issue there. When I got back, we put new torque boxes in the car, and then I just decided that we were going to test until we could make it fly, is my plan. We have went a 509 at 149 miles an hour with a 131 60 foot. So, and then once we tried getting better 60 foots, we started running into all sorts of issues, all sorts of problems. So I've got a lot of things going on here. There's so many caveats and little twists and turns about this whole ordeal, and I don't want to do anything to cost me money that I shouldn't have to in the long run. But let me just show you one little thing that I don't know if this is exactly an issue with me per se, but this is just one of the little things that it's annoying when you spend your good hard-earned money and you get things like this. Let me show you. These tires are Mickey Thompson's with probably 10 passes, maybe. Huge maybe, okay? Big maybe. And so, first, we got, all right, maybe this happened with a rock or something hot, whatever, at Natural Bridge. And you're like, all right, well, then there's another one right here. And we got a chunk popping out right. All right, maybe a rock got that one too. Oh, there's a giant, what looks like separation, like the tire is separating here. We got more what they call wind marks, something like that is what I've heard some people call them. All right, then we keep on coming down the tire. Oh, we got more. And then let's see here. I know yeah. And then another giant chunk. So, I don't want to be, slamming nobody. Here's another deal. We're not the fastest. But when trying to go a sub 130 60 foot, we've been having a hard time. And I don't know if it is these per se, but here's the others. Excuse the mess. My wife will kill me for showing you guys. But that's not that bad. Well, no, that's not that bad. This one here, more marks. More wind marks. Huge wind mark here. I mean, huge here. Another chunk here. Wind mark the entire radius, and then a huge, what I think is a delamination. Which, whatever. But when you pay $550 for a set of tires, I'm a plumber by trade. Thankfully, I have a side business, KOTV Motorsports, doing the parts stuff. and that lets us race. But that's like, that is my main hobby. That's my main thing that if I didn't have that, we wouldn't race. That's all there is to it. And like, I don't do a huge amount of volume to be able to just buy tires every single week. I just can't. It just doesn't work that way. Like, and you know, I'm not bad mouthing them, and I'm sure that I can talk with my rep, and they will probably get me a new set. But then my confidence is just blown in here, and like, let me flip this camera. I don't know. I've heard that Mickey Thompson got bought by Goodyear, and that they. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I don't want to speculate. I don't know. I just know that $550, $540 worth of tires, and you have zero confidence that they are holding the same amount that other ones do. It just sort of sucks. I personally am probably going to just chalk this one up as a loss. These tires may be fine, but when I'm trying to go over 150 to the eighth, you know, I may run those on the street car. I don't know. I don't want to. I may call and just get them warranted and see if they will do something. So, but I'm probably going to go ahead and swap back to a Hoosier. Never had that issue with a Hoosier. It is what it is. I'm just saying, I watched another large YouTuber go this past weekend, and I'm not, a very, very fast mile an hour, and they come back and people notice that there was a chunk out of the tire. So I'm just saying, if somebody in their $500,000 car, and you know, one of the largest automotive YouTubers, especially in drag racing, were to have an incident with the tires, I think somebody may want to look about doing recalls. Just saying. Y'all got insurance? I'm just saying that insurance may be a whole lot cheaper than the insurance if there was found fault after the fact. Just saying. I mean, nobody's going to pay attention. I'm a nobody here from West Virginia. So anyways, that's the first thing we've been battling. I bought another set of tires because the other set that I had were doing the same thing. The other ones had some dry rot cracking stuff in the sidewall. Whatever, no big deal. There's also some stuff going on with rear steer. If you see, car's going straight. Now, as we apply power, we're having issues. Some of that is the track. Some of that is converter maybe too tight. Some of that is power management, all that good stuff. So it is what it is. I've been looking. I've got a set of Mickey Thompson ET Pros that are a little bit older, like maybe 3 years old, something like that. But we did a good 60 foot. The track wasn't superb. It was getting cold. It was dark at Shady Side, and so we wasn't able to do what we wanted to do. But my goal, 4 seconds. We think we can do it, and that is before there comes this whole slew of mess. And let me dive into it just a little bit with you on the car, and y'all tell me what you think. So here it goes. A lot of talking head, not a lot of action here, but I need you guys' help, okay? So goal, radials, 4 something. We have mile an hour and power to be 470s. Would love to see that before doing anything with this motor. So this motor, this short block, has had quite a number of passes on it now. It is aluminum rod. I would say it easily has 200-ish passes. But this is we're not even close to pushing what an aluminum rod should be. Like, not even close. I feel like at 1,500 horsepower, those rods are probably fine for 400 or 500 passes. Just my opinion, especially with as slow of the boost ramp as we're hitting. We're not hitting it with a ton of timing. We have no issues. So, but these things have at least probably between 200 and 300 passes. They are getting some age to them in there. Okay, this is a 400-inch small block Ford Dart SHP block, older Dart SHP. I'm confident in the block. We've got a Molnar crank inside of it, and it's 400-inch. Don't have a lot of stroke. I think it's a 3.75-inch stroke. So 400 cubic inches. We've got twin 80-millimeter turbos from Forced Inductions. These are the GTR. They're nice units. Okay, we're making some steam, sorta. Here's where Last year, we found out that the heads were not the right, they were choking the car. We put these heads, Brodix Headhunter heads, on it, freed up 200 horsepower. We went from 1200 to 1430 on the same amount of boost. In fact, the other ones wouldn't make any more boost because they were getting choked so hard. So, but here's where we're at. These heads should make more power, but they are still on twisted wedge 11R pistons. So those are like 11 degree pistons. These are 14 degree pistons. We clayed them. We made sure everything we didn't have any issue, but the cam is just, the cam, piston, and head package, the whole top end package is not really spec'd for each other. I think I have at least 150, 200 horsepower on the table with a cam piston set up for this. So then comes the problem. Do we continue running this deal out? And, because this is, there's nothing wrong. We're just getting close to our run limit, I think, for the pistons or the rods. And so when we do that, we might as well change the pistons for these heads. These heads are fresh. These heads barely probably have 50 passes on them total this year, and we're not even close to running them. I think that the springs are really, really good in them. Valves are really, really good, so we're good. So then comes in my opinion, so what I'm thinking about doing is my plan or thoughts were piston and rod to match these heads specifically. And then I thought about taking, and since we have a lot of weight here with the two turbos, and we know that we're front end heavy a little bit, I could lighten the car up by going to a 98 millimeter turbo. That's what I thought about doing. So our options are heads stay, piston rod specific for this combo, and either keeping the twins or going down to the 98 millimeter turbo for weight reasons. And I've seen people make gobs of power on the 98. I could go with a TDI unit, make some money back by selling these and going to the TDI unit. So that's what I'm thinking. There's also this whole other scenario is selling these heads and going with high port, trick flow high ports, 240 plus high ports, and everything works other than we already need a rod and piston. So rod, piston, high ports. The high ports will allow us to run the limited street 235 class for radials. Currently, that head is not allowed in that class. So if I did that, I could change my turbo kit up, run the 98 millimeter, but I could also build it to where we could have the 76 millimeter for that class. We would have to weigh roughly 3375 for that class. And so that's what I'm thinking. Oh, and my neighbor was helping me. He bought my golf cart, and he was helping me get my car out. And he thought he was going to hold the car by holding my grill. And yeah. So, but thankfully, there's a grill right up there. So, yeah. Anyways, so that's where I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to keep this in the car, obviously, for now, but we're also at the end of the season. Like, if I want something to be running, obviously, the motor sort of needs to already be out. So, I'm really stuck on
Not sure what to do here. The problem is small tire no prep it's getting fast, or it is fast. This is not getting fast. 450s, 460s is almost middle of the pack now on front side no prep, which there is a lot more of. Backside no prep, this car is just not really great, especially in the caliber or the setup is not really great for that. A lot of front end weight, long wheelbase, long drive shaft, it's really not great for it. So I need to get in where I fit in. The thing about going with the thing about these heads also, they are solid. So your true street, extreme street classes, even if I put interior back in it, I could do some gray area bullcrap and run these heads, but then you just risk damaging things if the car gets too hot, because there is no water flow through the heads. So, and yeah, I could do some other, but like by the time, you might as well change the heads to a high port head that are, wet heads, and be good. So I've got all of this going on in my head. I don't know what to do. And I don't want to spend my money 3 and 4 times. Like I knew that I needed new heads last year, and this was my whole thing last season, last end of the year, last January, February, March, was I want to make a lot more power, and we did, and really we just haven't even seen that come to fruition of what the car can do. But I also want to compete with this car, not just test and tune all the time. I would love to, and I'm going to test and tune the car, but I love competing. I love meeting everybody at the events. I love putting the car out there. And so I'd like to get into a class that fits, that we can compete, that we can, go for titles and stuff like that. I can be a pro test and tune champion, no problem. And I have no problem with that, but it's just not really my whole vibe. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, what we should do. We've got to fix the turbo mount on this side. If you watched some of the video last time, it's bouncing up and down. I've got to fix that turbo mount. And yeah, so if we do pull the motor out, yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think. If we're going back to Extreme Street, I really think we need to pull the heads and put new heads. But like, I found a set of heads for $6,000. And then if I found a set of rockers for $1,700. I mean, you're looking at another $8,000. And if I could sell these heads for, I got a steal on these heads. If I could sell these heads for $5,000-$6,000 and just have a couple grand in a swap, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But then also, there's just a lot goes into it, boys, a lot. So I don't know exactly what to do. It's really, I've just got to make a decision and go with it. Honestly, we probably are sticking with what we got for the time being. Looks like I'm going to have to fix the poor grill is just wonky. We had already messed it up. Pulling it out we had our strap come off and grab a hold of it, but now it's broke in the middle really, really bad. So, all right, guys, that's it. I just need your help. Let me know what you think. Small block Ford, twin turbo, what should we do? Should we swap it back to a single and get some wet heads? Should we swap it back to a single and leave the heads on it and the setup on it, but change the pistons and the cam to match it, and then just really push it and, maybe get that 440, 450 power out of it, because it's looking like the mile an hour, we got like 470 power in it right now. So if we can get to a 470, but that's just like, we haven't made that jump yet. So, all right, that's it. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We also have merch. Go buy merch. That would help a lot. I have a lot that nobody's bought. So, all right, peace.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, yeah. For the